Announce again about the final. Final is scheduled Monday, next Monday, May 4th, from 4 to 5:20 p.m. This final will be real time. You will receive the questions, 4 questions from assignment 1, 2, 4, 6. You will receive an email with this question right before the time. On Wednesday, I will review final for the final with assignment 1, 2, 4, 6 questions. And also about the grading. Attendance, it was 10%, but we changed it in class to online after spring break. So I count attendance 5% up to spring break, before the spring break. And midterm final will be 30% each. And quizzes, it was 30% originally, but before the spring, you took 4 quizzes. So it changed to 15%. And the assignment, I gave you assignment 9, and then today it will be assignment 10, so 10 assignments. So this one including 5% of attendance, and then the remaining part of the quiz, originally it was 30%. So 15 plus 5%, so it will be 20%. Today's chapter is 14. This will be the last chapter in this semester, about logistics, location, and layout. Logistics is similar to supply chain management, but supply chain management is total approach, but this one, logistics is part of supply chain management. Logistics is the management function that supports the complete cycle of material flow. So in a supply chain network, materials like part, component, and also final products flow from supplier to customer. So managing the flow of material, that is logistics. Third-party logistics company. Nowadays, many companies such as Walmart, Target, Amazon, they have their own logistic like subsidiaries. Like Hyundai has an own logistic company. The name is Glovis. The part from they handle part flow from supplier to the main company, the assembly plant, and also send the final product, the finished car, to dealer. So many companies has own logistic parts or companies, but and other many companies doesn't have that function. So like a trucking company and like a USPS, FedEx, UPS. Those companies are third-party logistic companies. So they are companies that specialize in logistics. Decisions related to logistics. A key decision area is deciding how much fuel will be transported. So when decide logistic like a location, a plant, uh, distribution center, and so on, then key decision is how they transported the material. So usually they consider like infrastructure. So issues in faculty location. When decide the location, manufacturers like this. Proximity to customers, where customers are. So sometimes when you go retail store, and they may ask your zip code where you live, then that means they are considering an open new store or new distribution center like this. So they try to um, get information where customer comes from, and then total cost such as transportation cost, labor cost, and so on, and also quality of labor um, and other facilities, about the suppliers and distribution center where they are, and then political risk. If they go, companies go to international, then they should consider about the political issue. And trading bloc or free trade zone, if they go international, then they should consider such as tax things like NAFTA and uh, something Asian bloc and so on. And then host communities. So host community and their business climate, they should consider infrastructure like a highway, port, airport, and railroad, and suppliers. Usually, when we talked about JIT, we talked about the focus factory networking. So, near the suppliers, reduce cost, transportation cost and time, like lead time, and government barriers such as certain regulation, based on regulation, government regulation or environmental regulation, they should consider. And then comparative advantages like cost of advantage, uh, quality or technology advantages. Okay. Plant location method. When decide where we should open a new store or plant, a distribution center, whatever, then we should consider, and then how to uh, determine some method. So first one is factor rating systems. If there are multiple locations, like candidate locations, then how to evaluate, and then decide. So one of them is factor rating system. An approach for selecting a facility location by combining a diverse set of factors. So uh, consider many factors, then give them a score based on their weight and importance, and total score by total score. And if the factor is like profit, like a profit, then higher better. If cost, then lower better. Example, major factors to determine certain site location, and factors like this. Now, fuels in region, the highest importance, so give highest weight. So from 0 to 330, and then power, ability, and reliability. Second important factor, so give 200 up to 200. Labor 100. Living condition, maybe they are same importance. And transportation, water supply, climate, and supplies, and about the tax. So give them weight like this, each factor. Then evaluate each site about those factors, give scores, and then add all scores. Excuse me. Then because these figures, numbers, kind of profit or benefit, then higher better. So this example, in this example, site B will be selected. But if these figures are kind of cost, if they are cost, then site A will be selected. So if the figures are benefit, then higher selected. If these numbers, information or data, figures about the cost, then lower the better. So if they are cost, then site A will be selected. Next method, transportation method of linear programming. Earlier we covered assignment method, scheduling. When we talk about scheduling, we covered an assignment method. This transportation method is similar to that assignment method. Assignment method match or assign one by one the same number of job, same number of machine, then match one by one in terms of minimize cost or maximize profit. The same if there are multiple suppliers and then multiple destination or like a customer and so on, then match one by one using linear programming. So this transportation method is method that seeks to minimize cost of shipping, like a shipping cost or shipping time, or maximize profit, shipping N unit to M destination. Usually same number of supplier to the same number destination, but sometimes in a different number, then add kind of a dummy destination or dummy supplier, so match same number. Just let you know, one of the plant location method is transportation method. We can use this transportation method. Okay, next one is centroid method. Like an example, if there are existing locations like a plant or stores, then this company consider one like a distribution center. Then maybe among existing locations, maybe the center point is the optimal new location. So find the center point, that is centroid method. Using for locating single facilities that considers existing facilities, the distance between those existing facilities and the volume of goods to be shipped between them. So, if there are information about existing locations coordinate, x coordinate and y coordinate, and then volume each location need. So if Long Beach is 1,500 gallons per month, Anaheim 250, La Habra 450, Glendale 350, Thousand Oaks 450. Then using this formula, coordinate x coordinate of a centroid, the center point, equals sum of x coordinate of that certain location and then volume. So all existing locations, x coordinate and volume they need, sum of, then divide by sum of all location needed volume, and then y coordinate for the center point, the same formula. So x coordinate for center point, the centroid, equals first locations volume coordinate. X coordinate Long Beach 325 times volume 1,500 plus 400 times 400 is next locations, X coordinate times that location's volume they need plus next location X coordinate 450 times 450 volume this location need, then next locations X coordinate times volume plus the last locations X coordinate and times volume divided by all volume they need, total volume they need. So 1500 plus 250 plus 450, 350, 450, and by calculation equals 307.9, approximately 308. And y coordinate the same. When you take assignment, one of the question regarding this one, the question asks you x coordinate for centroid, and then I change it this number. So when you calculate x coordinate for the centroid, when you take an assignment, then when you do assignment, then be careful. I changed this number. Okay, layout management, layout. Layout is now one of the key decisions that determines the long run efficiency of operations. I don't know if you, not many students came to my office, but I will draw my office layout. My office layout looks like this, thick, and then door open like this, and this time my desk this, and then this side kind of closet, and then bookshelf, and on the table here, and my chair here, my chair, and then student chair like this. Before, when I came to the Marriott the first time, and when assigned my office, layout was the same. Door open this way, and desk the same, closet and bookshelf, and desk was placed like this, and then a chair was here, and the round table here, and two chairs like this. Okay, when before after I came here, then I changed my office layout like this, and then before change it was like this. Then when I came, and then at the time go like this, and then this time I go there like this. I change the color, the movement. Then when student come, and then they can sit here. Usually one student come, and maybe here or there. Okay. So at that time, for the layout is important because it established an organization's comparative priorities in regard to capacity, processes, flexibility, and cost, as well as quality of work life, customer contact, and image. Here, before changing the layout, when I come in, here narrow, so sometimes hit the corner of the desk, and then student and I, if after changing student and I contact closely, but if they are here like this, then there is some distance. And then here, like a space, dead space, but here I can use this space looks like that, but use this space flexibly. So I think after changing the layout, it's better for process and whatever. So when we design layout, higher utilization of space. So I think this one after change, space and equipment and then people utilization is higher, more efficient, and improve flow, information, material, and people. So I think it improved after change. And then moral and safe work condition. I think this one is better for safe and moral. And the customer contact interaction better, and then flexible use of space. So better design, layout design, then maybe make it better, cheaper, faster. So layout is important in operations management. Okay, delete. Types of layout, workstation type or functional layout or departmental type layout. Certain process need customization. I mentioned a couple of times about customization process, types of process. Many different types of product or service, but each volume is small. So that case need customization. So that kind of customization needed process work for that process. Workstation type or functional type or departmental type layout is better. Like aisle type, now when we go retail store, then aisle type or office layout, like a room by room, different process, office type, and then warehouse type that is also similar to retail layout type. So workstation or functional or department type layout for the customized um, process. Example, layout, office, retail, warehouse layout. And assembly line layout. Assembly line layout is usually like a straight line type. layout, product-oriented layout. Same product come again and again. So highly standardized product flow. That case, assembly line layout, line type is better. But importance is balancing. Each works like you know, process or work line, like line type, and then same product flow on this line. So this one is an assembly line type layout. Then if it is this one's capacity is 50, 100, and 50, um, the same. Like 100, 100. Then, but this one's capacity or output is now 50 because of this one. So line balancing, the capacity balance. So improve this one's capacity, then it'll be 100 like this. So this type balancing is important. And manufacturing cell layout, other name is cellular layout, work cell layout. Using group technology, I don't know if you remember, I mentioned a couple of times about this group technology. So from this workstation type process, different process based on similarity, make a cell 1, 2, 3, and so on. I think you remember. Then type A go this way, type B, and so on like this. So using work cell layout from uh, workstation type, find the similarity based on group technology, then cell, that is cellular layout. And project layout, this one also, I think I mentioned this project layout because when we say project, then the product is large size. I can uh, build a ship, build a building. Then usually product is fixed, and then equipment and workers move. But the product is fixed. So project layout is a fixed position layout. Okay, I think that's all. The one more, and that's all. Okay, that's all for the lecture, the last lecture in this semester. Thanks for your effort, your patience, because this semester changed from regular in-class face-to-face to online because of the coronavirus crisis. So anyway, thank you for your effort and your patience and understanding. Anyway, and by the way, see you. Some of you need, some of you doesn't need the review, the final. But anyway, okay. By the way, you have an assignment, the last assignment. Assignment 10, 4 questions, multiple choices, and true or false. One of multiple choice, you need calculation. 4 questions, but score is now 5 maximum. And due is next coming Sunday. Okay, some of you see you Wednesday, and some of you see you in Monday, next Monday, taking a final. Okay, that's all. Bye bye.